All right, hello, everyone, and welcome to the video of the 1000 Days Challenge, the day 620. So let's get things started. Right, first and foremost, as you can see over here, I did mention yesterday that if we do continue to fall, a key area to look at will be around this upslope trend line. And fair enough, we actually did bounce very nicely on the 4-hour chart. As you can see over here, the video we hit there, the following thereafter we did a very nice bounce, and then now we're continuing upside. And we seem to facing resistance right on this horizontal daily resistance itself, and we're actually going towards the downside. The question right now is, even though we are facing the clear lower lows and lower high formation over here. Is this a short enough short-term time or bottom formation? Potentially, yes. But that is provided we consolidate quickly over here and bounce towards the upside very strongly in that sense. Otherwise, like what I mentioned yesterday, and still stand true today, is the fact that if we do stay here for an extended period of time, the more we stay over here, the more likely that we do break towards the upside, the stronger the downside will tend to be, especially when we really retested here one time, second time, and this is the third time we retested it. So we definitely do want a very strong bounce. If a strong bounce does not take place itself, then very much likelihood, I would say, in a couple of days, say even over the next few days, especially near the weekend itself, or even on the weekend, this coming weekend itself, could very much break towards the test this potential double bottom, which is near the 35K region itself. Or alternatively, we do have a very strong mark in the next coming 1 to 2 days itself towards the 43 or over for 40K mark itself, then potentially could change things very much likely in that sense. But definitely we want to stay above the 50 simple moving average and also the 20 exponential moving average on the daily chart itself. All right, and in the other aspect of the financial market itself, for US market, things definitely looks to be a little bit healthier. In particular for S&P 500, the bounce is definitely stronger in that sense, near the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level. So on the other hand, for Nasdaq, like I mentioned, my text price is a little bit weaker because we did hit the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level over here. So or near that, so we're definitely between the 0.5 to 0.618 Fibonacci retracement. So definitely something that we do not want to be breaching below that, staying below that, because in which case you'll be potentially a very much more bearish cycle instead. So if we do actually have a very nice bounce over here, potentially we have an inverted edge shoulder formation, and we have a breakout and continue towards the upside itself. So at this point in time, I do consider adding in terms of a regular position for S&P 500 Nasdaq. But in terms of Bitcoin wise, I could also potentially be putting a little bit more cash depending on the sideline. So if we do have some sort of a discount, I'm very keen to get it in that sense. All right, so otherwise, that's more or less about it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop your comments below. Yeah, so you can take a little pause over here on what I've written. In particularly, yeah, in terms of Bitcoin wise, it's a little bit longer, but other than that, I want to mention and summarize it what I've said. So key thing here, we do not want to stay near the upslope trend line for extended period of time, because if we do stay near there, a break towards the downside or a break towards the upside will tentatively be a lot stronger. But of course, it does lead towards the downside break, but as provided it does, it could also potentially form similar to what we've seen previously, whereby we consolidated for a while and then a very strong bounce towards the next sense. But yeah, so hopefully we do see this kind of strong candlestick foundation where I'm potentially very keen to enter a long side trade or even to buy for the mid to long term basis. All right, with that said, I'll cover it for today and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.